Mordecai was not a bad person. I've seen so many videos talking about how Mordecai was a terrible person, talking about how he was a horrible friend to Rigby. Let's not forget the terrible things that Rigby has done to Mordecai. Let's reverse it. Let's go back to the movie that they had talking about the high school life between Mordecai and Rigby. What did Rigby do? Rigby found out that Mordecai going to graduate into college and found out that he was not going to graduate to college. So as the good friend that he is, what did he do? What did he do? I'll tell you what he did. He went and sabotaged his papers, saying that he got rejected. And in the scene, we can see how painful this moment is for Mordecai. He starts crying. And then they go and have a joint venture into a park somewhere. Now they're now groundskeepers. Mordecai could have had a stable job, could have pursued something. He did go to college. And now later into the regular show series, we found out that Rigby decided to start chasing his college dream. He went to, I think it was Japan. He went and started, trying to get a diploma, trying to become a smaller person for Eileen. And then we could start seeing the frustration on Mordecai's face, right? And then people started calling him for it, oh, Mordecai is becoming angry because Rigby is trying to become a better person. What did Rigby do? When Mordecai succeeded, what did Rigby do? He took it away from him. And Mordecai was such a good person that he forgave him, and they continued with that dynamic as friends. Would you do the same? Would you forgive your friend? That's a life opportunity right there. That is an opportunity that possibly not many people would catch up on. And now that he is now deciding to do the same thing, Mordecai takes the high road. He feels frustrated because of the things that Rigby did. The reason why they're there in the first place is because Rigby did not want to see him up.
Whoa there, Nelly. After rewatching this video and editing it, I found out that the reason why Rigby rewrote his letter and forged it is because he couldn't stand the idea of Mordecai going to college without him, which is still a pretty stupid idea and a very dumb thing to do, but such is life, I guess.
But now that Rigby is becoming a better person, Rigby is now evolving in a way. Mordecai starts feeling frustration. You would feel the same thing. I'm not trying to villainize Rigby. I'm just trying to tell you guys the terrible things he has done. And let's go to number 2. Among the reasons why people say they hate Mordecai is because that one time where he basically killed Rigby because of Margaret. Yes. So now let's go back to that episode, see what happened to cause that chain of events. Mordecai has a crush on Margaret and wants to start something with Margaret. So what does he do? He's cowardly. He doesn't really want to do it. He's being afraid, which is something that you go through, something that I go through. And then what does Rigby do? Comes along, flirts with his crush, knowing that Mordecai wants this girl, and then goes on the entire day throwing shade at him, saying how he's not going out with Margaret. Does that seem a bit immature to you? Does that seem like a good friend to you? A person that goes and takes your love interest and then rubs it in your face. Does that seem like a good friend to you? Does that seem like a good person to you? Let's be dead ass with ourselves. I understand that it was pretty irrational for Mordecai to kill Rigby, but with that level of frustration, do you really think Mordecai was the one in the wrong? No. Rigby is the one that incited it. Rigby is not a better person than Mordecai, is what I'm trying to say.